Hello YouTube community, Gigamoogs here. Let's start off this Let's Play of Fallout New Vegas. Allow me to introduce I already said my name was Gigamoogs, but I go by many Moogle related names online. This is probably like the fourth version or iteration, I guess you could say. I usually go by Mooglenator or Darth Mooglenator or just plain Moogs. But none of those were available for YouTube names, so yeah, I went with Gigamoogs. I particularly chose Fallout New Vegas mainly because it's a game with a huge amount of replay value. Like, it's one of the very few games where I get tired of playing. I don't really get tired of playing. I do get tired with the glitches, though. That causes me to stop playing. Like, there's nothing worse than getting like super far and you forgot to save and it just freezes on you. So yeah. What else can I say? Cool thing about, well, I don't know if it's a cool thing, but the funny thing is Fallout New Vegas takes place in, oh yeah, Vegas, but more important than that, in the high desert region, the Mojave Desert, which I happen to live in. And I'm going to skip this right here. The intros takes too long, too much time, so I'm not going to even bother showing that. And we're going to jump right into the game. I kind of like these billboards. I think they look kind of cool. Here we go. Oh, for those of you who weren't paying attention or
You're
haven't seen the
awake.
intro, you kind of
How about that?
get shot in the beginning of the game, and this
Whoa,
guy,
easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just
Saved us.
relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
I'm gonna go with, because Courier just doesn't cut it for a name, Man with No Name, which, for those of you who have seen the movie The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which is one of my favorites, is a character that Clint Eastwood plays, the main character. Although, one of the guys in the movies does call him Blondie, but that's a nickname.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your
Well,
name,
yeah,
that's your
it's
name.
not really much of a name.
I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Yeah.
How'd I do?
Considering we're playing first-person view, it really doesn't matter what I look like. I'm not going to be looking at myself, so let's skip this.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good.
And take a look around.
Why don't you walk down to the end of the room?
360.
Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now.
I like how I
It
can't
ain't
see
a
my legs
race.
at all. Though I guess, I mean, it's probably
Ooh,
good.
looking good
Just
so
kind of
far.
Floating, conscious.
Go ahead and give the
It's getting
vigor
creepy
tester a
about this
try.
Doc Mitchell.
We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Single old man living on his own. Something suspicious about that. Anyways, I get started with the special stats. I just go straight to the end, so I can just change them all right there and look at what I have. Since I'm gonna focus on a melee, not melee, unarmed brawler kind of guy, I'm gonna put mostly strength, endurance, and also I find the intelligence stat to always be a crutch because I always had to max it out as much as I can, just because I like having the extra skill points every time I level up. Luck, it's not really important, at least not for me. Perception, I don't really care, so yeah.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good. Well, we know your vitals are good. But that don't
Before
mean
we
them
join,
bullets didn't leave you nuttered.
spot some goodies on the shelves.
What do you say you take a
While I might
seat
not
on
use
my
all of
couch
these things,
and go
Stimpaks
through a
are always
couple of
useful.
questions?
Some of these other items are good just for selling later on.
Dogs are still barking.
Since I'm gonna be focusing on unarmed, excuse me, a unarmed build character, I won't need ammunition, but I can at least sell it.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the
Funny thing
first
about this
thing
word
that
game
comes to
is
mind.
the first thing that comes to
Dog.
mind is usually the first thing I read, which
House.
I just click.
Night.
Sometimes I like to choose a funny one or just one I think is interesting,
Bandit.
so I'll switch it up. Swiss cheese just makes
Light.
me kind of laugh on the inside.
Mother.
Oh, mother, yeah, definitely tantrum.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I
kinda
want you
sad,
to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't
Try
given
be
to
honest
relying
with
on
these.
others for
Like
support.
real life, honest.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
I can just change it anyways.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Yep, pretty conservative.
I charge in to deal with my problems head
Ain't
on.
broke, don't fix it.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Can't even tell what
Okay.
that looks like. Now this one
How
I found
about
was
this one?
pretty funny just because like I read the option first and then I thought about it, I was like, oh yeah, it does look like something else. And this one's weird because I think I see two guys like preparing to fight each other, but that's not an option, which kind of sucks.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results.
Let's see, barter, that's not gonna do. Melee, not this time around. Speech, no. Go with unarmed. Should I go with lockpick? One more way down here. Survival. No, I don't think I'll do survival. Should I do survival? Nah, I won't do survival. Should I do lockpick? I'm thinking I'll need it, but nah, that's fine. Medicine, repair. These are the most useful ones early on. So yeah.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
I'm gonna go with Wild Wasteland and heavy. I think it's heavy-handed. I think it's called, yeah. Just cause.
All right,
damage I
I
can do
guess
with my
that
fist
about
better.
does it. Come with
Wild
me, I'll see
Wasteland's
you
just
out.
for fun. I always choose Wild Wasteland, even though I've already pretty much seen all of it. Or all there is to see with that perk, trait, whatever you want to call it. Before following him, though, I always like to come over here and take some of the free stuff lying around. I mean, might as well. You know, if I don't use it, I can just sell it. Once you have like a nice stash of caps, survival becomes less of an issue. Should I come here? What about that fridge? I should go to that fridge. There's gotta be some grub in there. Alright. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, is that a hat? Yeah, I guess I'll take it.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up. Ain't much use to me
I like the
now,
Pip-Boy.
but you might want such a thing.
Hold on.
And put this on, too. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out, too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
No promises there. Anyways, as I was saying, the Pip-Boy is kind of like the interface for this game. It's like the